Yeah, we ride around this ghost. If we show up, then we still have it. Yeah, we slide around this coast. Yeah, we glowing up, but we still trapped. Sitting high up on the stone. When my foes out, got the world clapping. Yeah, we vibing up in this show. So your main girl in the private section. Yeah, we ride around this ghost. If we show up, then we still have it. Yeah, we slide around this coast. Yeah, we glowing up, but we still trapped. Sitting high up on the stone. When my foes out, got the world clapping. Yeah, we vibing up in this show. So your main girl in the private section. Yeah, glowing up, but we still trapped. That's how a nigga survives. Flowing out, got the crowd packed. Yeah, that's how a nigga provides. Y'all insta this, y'all snap that, y'all diss this, and they snap back. Another mass shooting in the headlines. I'm like, damn, where that attack at? Cause y'all think this about race. They font that shit in your face. It's like every day it's the same agenda. It's really not that hard to trace. Fuck it, we might as well face it. Accept it, whatever it's wrapped in. There'll come a day when they run out of grace. So me and my niggas stay trapping. Yeah, ride around this ghost. If we show up, then we still have it. Yeah, we slide around this coast. Yeah, we glowing up, but we still trapped. Sitting high up on the stone. When my foes out, got the world clapping. Yeah, we vibing up in this show. So your main girl in the private section. Hey, someone be too hard, wanted to be, and then what I became. Ended up going my own way, but I couldn't stay in my lane. Now if I'm honest, I've taken a liking to wearing these chains. They hold me down, make it easier when I start feeling the pain. Out of the overflow, your heart, they say your mouth speaks. Well, my heart must be fucked up, cause I can't speak and I can't sleep. So I stay woke in this daydream. Got shit to do, got the world to see. Got the same crew, got some new fleets. This an empire, fuck a boutique, that's real. I only say what I feel, got a new plate with the same meal. On a new hype with the same chill. Y'all too fake, I stay real. Got cast down from heaven, but I'm too good to stay in hell. I don't know where the story ends, but I keep writing like oh well, oh well. Yeah, I keep writing like oh well, oh well. Yeah, hey, I don't know where the story ends, but I keep writing like oh well, oh well.
Because
yeah, we ride around this ghost. If we show up, then we still have it. Yeah, we slide around this coast. Yeah, we glowing up, but we still trap.
The following program is rated TV MANOC. It contains a big pair of nuts directly on your chin. It is intended only for mature audiences. Viewer discretion advised.
Stop eating so much. You don't need to eat all the time.
You have the right to remain fat.
Whoa! You gonna fuck on me? Nobody's gonna fuck on you! Oh! What the fuck was that?
Obesity is epidemic in the United States and a major cause of death.
What is fat activism?
I, a fat person, am sharing my own lived experience.
Pizza is a vegetable.
Your fat phobia is your problem.
It is not my place as a smaller-bodied white man to comment on it.
Radical body positivity.
What can men do against such reckless hate?
There's only one man who can help me.
This is for you new people. I only have one rule. Everyone fights, no one quits.
This day we fight!
The sun is shining, the birds are chirping, the bacon is sizzling. Welcome to the Daily Swole.
Testing. Testing, testicles. Welcome everyone to episode 32 of the Daily Mother Swole, the most muscular swolecast, beercast, broadcast, gamecast, mancast, midcast, sleevescast, and slaycast in the realm, because when I flex, you flex, we all flex our biceps. What's going on, beaches, booshes, busters, hustlers, and your hoes? It's your boy Papa Swolio back with another episode. Today's episode of the Beastcast is brought to you, is powered, is sponsored by Eversting K2 Flexin. Yes, all
fucking kettle in the wine mixer. The fucking kettle in the wine mixer.
All right, fam, how are we doing? What's going on? Nicole, Wax, Nick, Bandit. We got Cerny, Michelle, we have Elijah, we have John. Everyone is here today. Welcome to the show. Make sure you are hitting that like button and sharing the live stream, because no one is going to slap you some more knowledge cock than Papa Swolio and the fam. Share far and wide, and remember to subscribe on your favorite podcast app and leave us a 5-star review if you enjoy the show. It's over there on Spotify, on Apple Podcast, on any of your favorite podcast apps, and of course all the live stream links and those download availabilities are over there at thedailyswole.com for the podcast. And of course, you can check out in the show notes down below for swolenormousx.com to join the fam today, because we had an amazing accountability meeting yesterday, and that's available live now inside Swole TV for members. So catch the replay. And another reminder that this Thursday, March 10th, we have our Swole Fam Roundtable, and we are going to do that again at 6 p.m. Eastern Time inside Swolenormous X. So join the fam today, 6 p.m. Eastern Time. I'll get this thumbnail updated. Yesterday, we were talking about maybe it was going to be a different time. We're going to keep it the same for this week. This Thursday, day after tomorrow, 6 p.m. Eastern Time. So we're going to have the show earlier in the day. And then in the evening, at least Eastern Time in the evening, we are going to have our roundtable, 6 p.m. Eastern Time. So make sure you mark your calendars. I will be talking about it tomorrow as well. So make sure that you are ready for that. It's going to be awesome. And the roundtables are full conversations. We have a few people on stage. We have up to like 7 people talking at one time, and it's great. Come on up on the stage, go on the live chat. If you're a little bit shy, but don't be shy, come up and have a conversation with me and the rest of the Swole fam this Thursday, roundtable, 6 p.m. Eastern Time. Join over there at swolenormousx.com. Now, fam, that being said, it's going to be an amazing fucking episode today. We got a great show, so drop in the comments down below. What'd you smash today? Let's bust the nut open and get into it, shall we? Biche summons a falcon. Falcon. Nailed it. Put some respect on it. Happy Tuesday, you poosh.
USA, greatest country in the world.
It's a beautiful goddamn card, Falcon. It's a beautiful goddamn card. And Leo, put the alcohol down. Put the sparkling bone broth down, for goodness sake. Hashtag Tainty Magooch. Don't be a biche. Don't be a boosh, or you'll end up like Tainty Magooch. Now, let's get some people up to speed. If it's your first Tainty Tuesday, you got to drop in the comments, what is a Tainty Magooch? People are going to be confused if you're brand new to the show. What is a Tainty Magooch? Oh my God, Tainty Tuesday? It doesn't make any sense. I'm so confused. You won't be confused for long. Fam, the Swole fam will save you. Drop in the comments down below, what is a Tainty Magooch? And we all know, every Tainty Tuesday, you don't be a biche, you don't be a boosh, or you'll end up like Tainty Magooch. That's the story. You got to tell your kids that. It's like the boogeyman. You're going to be like, look, don't be a biche, and don't be a boosh, or you'll end up like Tainty Magooch. No one wants to be Tainty Magooch. No one wants to end up like that. You don't want Tainty Magooches in your environment, and you don't want to become one. It's good advice. It's good advice. Hashtag Tainty Magooch in the comments for a chance to win today's Tainty Tuesday cards. Very exciting times. Very exciting times. Let's get into this nut today. And thank you very much, Falcon, for an amazing card. Thank you very much. I know. It looks fantastic.
Emotional, damn it.
You'll be fine. You'll be fine.
Come on, man.
Come on. Come on, gas prices. How about that? All right, fam. How about that? What's the gas prices where you are? This is what happens when you shut down gas pipelines. Prices go up. Prices go up. Prices go up if you shut down oil pipelines. This is what happens. Mama Swole was just telling me that, yeah, things are kind of getting a little hairy around here, but some of you, I think, are dealing with some pretty bad shit. So anyway, hope you're all doing well. Hope you're not driving too many places, but be well, be safe out there. Let's make some gains today. Let's get into that tip. Are we ready, fam? Come on now, let's spin on it. Babe, just an inch, just an inch. It's cold outside. Gas prices. Gas prices. You know how to solve the gas prices? Go buy an electric car. Go buy an... Yeah, okay. All right. We'll get into that. We'll get into all that. So drop in the comments down below. What are you smashing today? What does a Tainty Magooch mean to you? And, of course, Let's have a great show. So we got a little bit from Elijah. Tainty Magooch is the one who plays the victim card and tries to pull everyone down into the depths of failure with them. The depths of failure.
I don't believe you people.
The depths.
What do you mean, you people?
What do you mean, you people? What do you mean, you Tainty Magooches? What do you mean? What do you mean? What you mean, you people? Okay, we got some great stories. Let's get into the first Swole fan post today. Don't be a beesh, don't be a boosh.
What's in the box?
Drop some Tainty Magooch. I can't wait for today's show. All right, first post here is from Christian from the Swole fam. Morning fam, it's raining this morning. Perfect for a yoga flow and some meditation this morning. Getting a massage later today. Looking forward to it. Have a great day. Ooh, a little massage. Very nice. Getting a little rub down. All right, from inside the Swole fam discussion boards, post here from Kaylin from the What's Up Beaches section. Welcome to the fam. Hey, y'all, my name's Kaylin. I've been watching the Salty Ball Bag for a while and finally made the decision to join this community that I really need. Enjoying that ball bag. Oh, I hope you are. I hope you are. I've been trying to get in a healthier mindset and body being postpartum. I want my kids to follow a healthy, happy mama and family. I was never super disciplined before, but I've started holding myself accountable for things I do daily and slowly learning to ignore things that I cannot control. I'm excited to start meditating also. It really is true that we reap what we sow. Thank you for being my new Swole family. I can't wait to encourage you too. Fuck yeah. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome, Kaylin. I'm glad you've been enjoying that salty ball bag. Stay hydrated out there. You need to drink enough water. If you're taking in too much salty ball bag, you got to make sure you drink enough water. You need that high quality H2O. All right, post here from Marissa. Good morning. I just theft on a Sunday morning. I deleted WhatsApp, Facebook app, and the Messenger app. I feel like I can breathe. At least it's off the phone for as long as I can hold out. Very nice. Very nice. Yeah, you can do those things. You can have those little hacks. You can remove some of these apps from your main screen. You can move them off your homepage. You can also change your phone into grayscale in your accessibility sections. If you have an iPhone, you can change it. I have that on my phone. I've been playing around with that for the last couple, last week or so, and just taking it down to just black and white is amazing because I really do. It's very easy on the eyes. We always talk about blocking out blue light. And the flashing colors is really brutal on the phones and TVs and stuff like that. It's very stimulating and really hijacks your brain. So if you change it to black and white, you change it to grayscale, it will really soothe your eyes a lot and will really help you disconnect. It's like looking at a Kindle. It's a lot better. We got an awesome post here.
What's in the box?
Oh my God, Mountain Maxwell, Elijah. Look at that P3S2. Look at that P3S2, bro. Looking good. Nice little gym there. You got your cold plunge. You got your flags up. Got your pull-up bar. Got the rings. Looking good, bro. Nice fit. P3S2 in the fucking bag. In the fucking bag. Everyone's getting their P3S2 in. Fantastic. You guys ready for P3S3? You're going to have to wait. It's maybe like 70 days. 68 days. 68 days. We're a couple months out. But it's coming. It's coming. And our last post for today is our very own Pizon. It's our Muscles Marinara from inside the Telegram chat. The photo with Mrs. Marinara was from New Year's Eve in 2015. The other one is from this morning. Like many in the fam, I had ups and downs through the journey, but thanks to Papa, I feel like I'm on the right course and a different level as of late. I wish I had a better pick when I was 250 pounds. I am 200 now, but all my old pics were deleted with my Facebook permanent ban. LOL.
You switched the samples.
You got permabanned. I don't know about that. I want to know that story. Why'd you get permabanned? Goddamn Zark Fuckerberg. God damn it. Banning people. Looking good, bro. I like the beard. I like the tats. Good for you. Lost 50 fucking pounds. Fantastic. Excellent. Guys are looking good. You are looking good. Hiccups. All right, welcome everyone to the fam. We got a bunch of new people. Remember yesterday's episode, for those of you that are asking, where the hell is episode 2131? Yesterday was our live call, live accountability meeting. So every Monday is our private accountability meeting. So 2131 is available inside Swole TV in your accountability meeting section. And the live call was fantastic. So if you missed out on that, I dropped it in the Telegram chat. If you missed yesterday's live call, make sure you catch it, catch the replay inside Swole TV. and get up to speed, because we had new releases. We had awesome Swole fan posts, but the call-ins were absolutely fantastic. So you definitely don't want to miss out on that. And like I mentioned at the beginning of today's episode, we have our roundtable this Thursday at 10 p.m. This Thursday, March 10th. This Thursday, March 10th at 6 p.m. Eastern time. So everyone can join in if you're a member. All memberships get access to all the private live streams. So you could join for less than $5, but get in all the accountability meetings. You get in all the roundtables. You can call in, and it's a great time. So this Thursday, March 10th, 6 p.m. Eastern time, we're going to have another live call, and it is fucking fire. It's going to be awesome. Fire in the hole. And all that information's over there at swolenormousx.com. We're going to take a moment to take some questions. So if you got any questions, drop it in the comments down below. Hashtag Ask Papa Swole. We got some from Instagram, and of course, we'll take live. But let's see here. Jay Frosty Balls, Papa Swole, have you heard Brandon is going to sign an executive order to try and regulate the trading of crypto? Well, there's crypto and there's Bitcoin. So you're not going to be able to stop Bitcoin. So don't worry about any kind of ban. It's very entrenched. It's extremely unrealistic to restrict it when you have major institutions and major companies that trade on the stock exchange that are cryptocurrencies. I mean, essentially crypto companies like Coinbase and things of that sort. Grayscale, one of the largest, I think the largest trust, especially for Bitcoin. There's a difference. Most of these other cryptos are bullshit, and they're just securities, and they should get regulated, and they will get regulated, and they scam people out of money regularly. They're just essentially rug pulls for the most part. So just make sure you do your research and understand what you're getting into. But yeah, there's a reason why Bitcoin is the answer and the way to go. It's much different, but we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. They always kind of float this kind of stuff. You hear the Fed float interest rates, and they kind of tease, and a lot of this is just based on sentiment and speculation. So a lot of the market movers will wait for just the narrative to kind of pivot and change. And there's a lot of distraction going on right now with Russia, especially with the war over there, but also with oil. So there's a lot of big distraction. Notice how you don't hear anything about COVID anymore. That was gone. Just COVID's over. It just ended all of a sudden. If you didn't get vaccinated, you're an evil fucking plague rat. And all of a sudden now it's like, oh, there's everyone, hearts for Ukraine, and everyone's just putting Ukraine flags in their bio, and no one cares about COVID anymore all of a sudden. So it's a lot of misdirection. Just pay attention. Don't jump to any conclusions. Just remember that whenever there's any of these initial situations or headlines, you have to read through the nuance, and you have to read through all of it to really get to what the problem is or what the actual issue is. A lot of times the headline will try to, scare people or, really manipulate the overarching message, like what the goal is. Usually it's just fear-based. It's just trying to keep you, on your toes or on your heels and kind of constantly engaged. So just got to make sure you read through and listen and pay attention to what is actually being said. So we'll see what happens. Again, these are things that you can't control. You have to just look and wait and watch and just prepare and make sure that you are secure. Just remember, if you are buying Bitcoin, make sure that you take it off exchanges. This is something that can be regulated, but again, I doubt that there will be major restrictions, just because a lot of is going to be too little, too late. You can't stop Bitcoin, but at the same time, there are definitely things that you can do in terms of being able to utilize exchanges. But like I said, there's major companies that pull in billions on the stock exchange, and major institutions that are heavily invested. So, there's a lot of things that are going to be said. But again, a lot of it's just going to be virtue signaling and kind of surface stuff for the average person just looking at a headline, and then underneath is going to be what's actually going on, whether there's anything actually going on. A lot of this is just kind of surface, hit some talking points. That way people, hear a couple things and then make a decision rather than actually look into it. A lot of times it's just to scare off people, scare off the little guy, right? It's to scare off the retail, to scare off like individuals like you and me. Oh my God, they're going to regulate it. Let me not get it. And then the big boys keep on stacking and stacking and stacking. All right, let's keep on moving on. So hashtag Ask Papa Swole. Good question. Let's see. Daniel, what angle do you use while incline bench press movements, dumbbell and barbell? I use a lower angle. The more of a higher angle, the more you're going to hit your shoulders. The more it's an anterior deltoid movement. So I would recommend using more of a lower angle. Just keep your elbows closer towards the sides of your body, maybe like a 45 degree if you're doing like dumbbell. Dumbbell is going to be easier on the wrist. A lot of people will feel that kind of execution a little bit better with dumbbells, but I would keep it lower. I would keep it like 30, 40 degrees maybe. Play around with it. See what works best for you. You're really going to have to experiment. Everyone's a little bit different. All right, let's see. Jen, my hubby and I were just talking about this last night. California mask mandate is over, and now all of a sudden it's all this other BS. We tell our kids to constantly question everything and not be tainty. Don't be tainty. Don't be tainty. Don't be tainty. Yeah. I mean, in other words, you have to think for yourself. You have to think for yourself. But again, if you are pushed through school and you are just taught to do as you say and just, repeat after me, you're told what to do. And then okay, do this. Okay, don't do that. Do that. Now do that. Okay, now do this. Now do this. And okay. You're just being jerked around. You have to be able to think a little bit objectively and just pay attention. Pay attention to where the attention's being focused. So you go to these news sites or you go to independent. Think for yourself. Why is your attention being sent here? Why is every last thing? Is there nothing else going on in the world but this? Obviously, it's a huge thing, and there's a lot of issues going on, and there's a lot of smoke and mirrors. There's a lot of propaganda, but at the same time, there's some horrible stuff going on over there in Ukraine. And I think none of us want innocent people and civilians to be harmed. And, it's never good. This kind of conflict is never good. But at the same time, there's a lot of other stuff that's being covered up. And you hear this from the White House and press secretary and all this shit, they're just blaming all the gas prices all of a sudden on Putin. Everything's based on this issue when it wasn't the last 2 or 3 years of terrible policy and shutting down supply chains when we didn't have to. That's really causing the problems, and shutting down the oil pipelines. Like, that's what's causing the fucking gas spike, not this fucking just most really recent conflict. They're just blaming it. It's a perfect scapegoat. It's perfect. It's absolutely perfect, isn't it? It's literally just textbook. It's so fucking obvious. It's ridiculous. All right. I agree with that. So we'll take any questions or topics. But I agree with that, Nick. The Democrats only lifted the vax or the mask mandates due to the upcoming midterm elections. Agreed. I mean, you have a couple months, which will seem like a lifetime, and people will forget how evil and authoritarian it was. Hopefully, but we can't let people forget. Derek, ever cook a steak in an air fryer? I have not. I don't have one. I don't use one, but I believe yesterday we had that. Didn't we have a ribeye? Did we have our air fryer ribeye recipe yesterday? We released in the kitchen in Swole Enormous X. So I believe we had that. I believe we had an air fryer. I believe it was ribeye air fryer, but I personally have not. But some people like it. Some people like it. Let's see. All right, let's take another question here. Ask Papa Swole. We'll take a few. Got some time for some questions. Drop in the comments down below. Make sure you check in the show notes and description. Information on the latest. Join the Swole fam. We have our roundtable coming up on Thursday at 6 p.m. Remember. From Doki Zanik on Instagram. How bad is sugar-free drinks really? Like, is it better than the regular ones? No, they're crap. Drinking diet soda, drinking sugar-free Monster or Red Bull, it's awful for you. These artificial sweeteners and flavorings, they destroy your gut biome. And yeah, a lot of that is just some kind of, and it's not trying to be fear-mongering, but this is not shit that you should be consuming. If you want to have anything, find a tea that you like, drink some black, high-quality coffee in, limited quantities. Don't have too much later in the day. Drink it earlier in the day if you're going to have it. Drink water. Have a little lemon in your water if you want to do stuff like that, but get rid of this sugar-free fake-ass drinks, squirting all these artificial sweeteners and waters to color them and to make them tasty. Drink some fucking water. These things are trash. Sergio, dry-aged beef versus regular, what do you prefer? I prefer regular. I don't think I've ever had dry-aged. Like the really, it kind of tastes a little bit sweet, right? I've never done the dry-aged beef. I've heard it tastes a little bit different, but I don't know if I've ever had it. So I just go for the regular stuff. But I know when you go to these like restaurants, dry-aged beef, it's expensive, and I guess they leave it out for what? Dry, like low humidity, and they just kind of let mold grow on it or some shit. I don't know. I don't think I've ever had it. I forget if I've tried it once. Let's see. Maxwell, do you think that chains or bands make better progressive resistance, specifically when added to free weights on a bar? They're different. They're just different. I mean, the chains are going to be different than the bands just because you don't have that elastic. but of course, both of them are going to be more challenging at the strongest part of your range of motion. I mean, I have bands. I don't do band work really with, unless, I mean, if you have a platform, if you have a situation where you can do it, I use it on my hyperextension, but I don't use it for squats or deadlifts or press or something like that. But they can be good. I would try both, but it's a different type of, potential energy. It's a different type of overload. I would think, I mean, in terms of what's better or what's easier, I think you'd probably be able to control the chains a little bit more with the band, just because obviously it's anchored to one spot. You might have to stabilize a little bit harder with the band. You ever try one of those earthquake bar? Not the earthquake bar. Well, I guess it is the bamboo bar. Those things with bands can get very, very unstable. You ever see that? You can tie bands to the ends of the bar and hang like kettlebells or plates. You shake like crazy. It's not really, I don't want to say it's a gimmick. It's just, again, a lot of these different training modalities or these different concepts, depends on what you're doing them for. Are they really necessary? But a lot of people use bands and stuff like that for deadlifts and for explosive power, changing the tension throughout the range of motion. I don't do a lot of that stuff, though. I don't have any chains. That might be something that I get in the future, but once I kind of get the gym more organized, because I still have to anchor everything to the walls, and a lot of stuff is just piled in the corner right now. So I did a video on TikTok like a week ago, and the Swole Fam flag fell. I have to re-anchor it. We're like in the process of bolting things to the wall and finding hangers and organizing it all finally. So once I get all that, I'll have some more space, because I really should not be buying anything else right now. I also have my belt squats coming in. I already have a belt squat, but my long one that has 2 pipes that has like I could put like twice as much weight on, because I maxed out the belt squat that I have, but it's great for calves and it's great for sissy squats, the one that I have, but the new one is coming in today. So I have just so much stuff, and I have some things I need to sell. So I'm kind of like, all right, sell some shit or move it, get it anchored, get it organized. And then I can start looking at, all right, what do I need? Get some more shit. Kind of need some more space at this point. Let's see, John, what would be your approach to acknowledging getting older? I'm used to a certain aesthetic and physique I've earned, and it bothers me losing it down the road. My approach to acknowledging, just focusing on, So what do you mean approach to acknowledging? You mean looking in the mirror and being satisfied with where you're at? Like body dysmorphia type stuff? I'm not saying that's what you're talking about, but that kind of concept, like looking and being comfortable with the way you look. Or do you mean in terms of strength and how you feel and getting more sore or needing more recovery as you get older? Because I already know I'm going to be 30. I'm going to be 39 in a couple months. So in August, I'm going to be 39. But I've been training for 20 years, 20 plus years. So I know how my body used to recover. And we all used to do that. If you trained young, you would be up all night, or you would go out with friends and you'd have some drinks, and then you'd go and train the next day, and you would max out on squats, and you can recover really fast. You're training a lot harder. So as you get older, obviously your training modality is going to have to change. You're going to have to be focused more on recovery, which is why I encourage all of you to think long-term and start thinking about your programming in terms of recovery now, not overtraining, but under recovery, focusing and changing your perspective, making sure that you're recovering from a foundational standpoint. That way you are making sure that you are going to be able to be consistent long-term with your training. Because the last thing you want to do is keep on training thinking that you're 15 years old and you can recover overnight. You're going to end up hurting yourself. So as you get older, you need more recovery time. Just be mindful and give yourself the proper programming to let yourself heal. But my approach to acknowledging, I would say mindfulness, logic. I mean, if you're looking at the aesthetic, we're going to lose it. But that's why lifting weights and being relentlessly consistent will help us maintain it longer than if we don't. So it's important to make sure that we keep that kind of stress and keep that kind of overload and stay ruthlessly consistent, because you'll be able to maintain a lot of it. Of course, if you're 90, you're not going to be able to maintain as much muscle mass as you could when you're 30. And that's just, what it's going to be is just do your best now to maintain as best as you can, maximize your abilities now, and that's going to translate into your future, which is why everyone should be focusing now. A lot of people think, hey, I'll just take care of that when I'm older. I'll worry about my diabetes when I get diabetes. It's like, you need to make sure you're taking care of that stuff now. Cut that off. Be preemptive with it. Genosaurus, beginner question. Papa Swole, what is your advice for achieving progressive overload in weight? Add in the additional weight during your first set or two, or at the end or last set. Progressive overload. You're kind of doing that the whole time. I would just make sure you seesaw your rep scheme and your overload based on your volume. So if you're increasing the overload, drop the amount of sets, do less volume. So for example, if you're doing 1 week, 4 sets of 10, the next week you can do 3 sets of 8. And then you can do 4 sets of 8. And then the next week you can do, like, you'll kind of seesaw. So let's say you're doing 4 sets of 15 reps. The next week you could do, let's say maybe 3 sets of 10 reps. Then the next week you do 4 sets of 10 reps. And the next week you do 3 sets of 8 reps. The next week you do 4 sets of 8 reps. You kind of seesaw the overload and the volume and build up over time. That's one way to do it. Add in the additional weight during your first set or two. I would make sure that you're pushing towards failure. I would have to see the entire programming. It's not like I wouldn't answer it in that way. Add in the additional weight. I mean, you're going to be adding in the weight overall. Like if you're stronger, you'll be doing more weight in your initial sets too. So I'm lifting for my warm-up sets what I used to do for my working sets, let's say a decade ago or longer, whatever it is. So you definitely want to push yourself. You definitely want to make sure that you are, if you're doing heavier weight and lower reps per set, you might want to drop the total number of sets as you kind of seesaw up, if that makes sense. Add in the additional weight during your first set or two. I would just quantify it more based on your entire program. I'd have to look at what you're doing, but I would make sure that you are focusing on how many like max sets you're doing. When I say max, like how many your RPE, your rating of perceived exertion. So are you training close to your maximum capacity for that set? And pay attention to how many of those types of like full effort sets do you have? So if you're brand new, if you're a beginner, you shouldn't be doing 3 or 4 sets for a body part that are to failure, that are to your limit. So if you're new to the gym, you want to make sure you're not pushing to like, you're not giving a 10 out of 10 effort for a set, because you can be really, really sore if you're doing multiple sets like that. So if you are new to training in terms of doing, let's say, upper body, you might only need to pick 2 different exercises and do 4 to 6 sets total for upper body if you're brand new. Because if you do too much, you're going to create so much trauma in your upper body. It's going to be hard for you to move your arms. It's going to take a long time for you to recover. So in other words, you want to build up to that. So it's the intensity and the volume that you want to make sure that you offset as you build up your work capacity. Krista, I ordered the Calm Magnesium Powder supplement last night to help with sleep. I see it's magnesium citrate. I know how that can literally blow your shit up. What amount do you recommend to start with? Read the back. The back will tell you, just take a little bit. Take like a teaspoon. Take a teaspoon. Start really light. Start really low. You can also look up, I recommend for muscle cramping or for sleep, you can also use magnesium oil spray. You can spray that on the bottom of your feet or on your calves if you have like restless leg syndrome or you have issues, sometimes cramping. That can be just magnesium related. But magnesium oil spray won't give you any of the shits and things like that. And if you get itchy, which is common, you could either wash it off 15 or 20 minutes after you put it on, or you can put some lotion. But magnesium oil spray is also really good. But read the back. It'll tell you to take a little bit and assess your tolerance. Anytime with a new supplement or something that you're taking, you want to take a little bit and see how you react to it. Last thing you want to do is take a full thing, and then if you take magnesium citrate, that can easily give you the liquid poopies. Remember, fam, hashtag Tainty Magooch for a chance to win today's Swole card. The Daily Swole podcast is available everywhere: Apple Podcasts, Spotify, YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, Odyssey, Rumble. The Daily Swole on Instagram, The Daily Swole on TikTok. Follow us everywhere. And swolenormousx.com to join the fam today. All those links in the show notes down below. We got a nice little Tainty Magooch here. Very nice, Falcon. I know.
How dare you?
Well, we dare, Greta. We dare, because it's a great fucking
Emotional,
card.
damn it.
And it's Tainty Tuesday, you beesh. We'll take a couple more questions. Let's see what we got here. Maxwell, is there a home test company for testosterone that you recommend? Have you tried any home tests? I have not, and yes, there are. I forget the name of one that, I forget the name of it. There is one that I had in the top of my head, but there are many, I believe. You have to do a little search for that. I forget the name of one that I heard was good, but I have not personally tried those. Someone else might have tried it. Might have tried one of those home testosterone tests. All right, let's see. Derek, is there any fast food that is decent? Well, what are you classifying as fast food, and what do you classify as decent? You mean like McDonald's and shit like that? I mean, I personally wouldn't eat any of those things. I wouldn't go there unless I absolutely had to, and then I would only eat select items from that. And we're talking if I had to, but really it comes down to preparation, right? Why would you be eating out a fast food place? Because you didn't prepare and bring food with you. That's really the situation. So whenever someone says like, well, what should I eat if I need to and I'm out? You didn't prepare. If you're in a situation where you have to eat that, did you really prepare? And chances are you didn't. You didn't cook ahead of time. You didn't bring your food. So this never really was a concern for me. Honestly, ever since I started lifting and bulking in this, I'm not saying I always ate perfectly. I certainly didn't. And I wouldn't say I eat perfectly now. I mean, it's perfect is relative. But I always brought my food with me. I always cooked in advance and brought a cooler. And if I ate it, I ate it. If I didn't, I didn't. I used to bring tons and tons. Like, what if I have to stay somewhere overnight? I have all my food with me. I have the things that I need. And that was never an issue. Like, oh my God, what am I going to eat? What if I stay late? Oh, I need to go get something. I would always have food with me. So I prepared and I planned. So it was never an issue. I always had the food that I needed wherever I was. And I just got used to always having my food ready and always with me. So it never was a concern. When I had to eat, I had the food I needed to eat. So it never even crossed my mind. It was a non-issue. And I'm just saying that from personal experience. That's literally what anyone that wants to really make sick gains and anyone that's really taking bodybuilding or training and fitness seriously, you have what you need when you need it. So it's not like, what should I eat? Oh, what fast food would be good? It doesn't matter. I have the food that I need. So that's really what my approach was. Still would be. If I'm going somewhere and I know I might be hungry, I'm going to bring the food. I plan in advance. Tony, starting the 90-day dash again. I kind of been out of it for a bit for all kinds of bullshit reasons. On week 4, has taken 8 weeks to get to week 4, trying to stick with it. My legs are killing me today, hoping the yoga will help. You just answered my question, more recovery time. I'm 45 years old, was thinking, should I push through and just bear the pain? You shouldn't be going through pain. Discomfort is one thing, okay? If you are training hard and your legs are killing you, you did too much. And if you kind of fell out of it for a couple of weeks and came back in and was doing the same amount of intensity and volume that you were a few weeks ago and you took a few weeks off, you didn't ease back into training. So you shouldn't push through the pain. It depends on what kind of pain you're talking about. If you're sore, you shouldn't really be crushing muscles that are still sore and recovering. It really depends on the context and your ability and what you're doing. You could practice yoga, you could do foam rolling, you could work other different body parts. But really what you want to accomplish, what a good program will do and what the 90-day dash does, what Scorched Earth does and Swole season, of course, you have to ease into some of those more advanced programs. But the 90-day dash, for example, is it gets you consistent. And the thing is, you want to make sure that you are overloading your body properly without setting yourself back. You don't want to crush yourself and then not be able to be consistent. The whole idea is to build up that consistency of execution. That way you can, pillar number 7. If you're training really hard and then you get so sore you can't train for a couple of weeks, then that's not good programming. That's not a good program design. You are not setting yourself up for consistency and for success if you have to, if you are incapacitated for a while. So make sure that you are not overloading. And a lot of times, if you think when people take a break from training, when they're on a regular program, they fall out for a couple of weeks, you come back because in your head, you feel like I was just on this program. I was just on this. I was just consistent a few weeks ago. It seems like it was just yesterday, but your body has not experienced that for a few or several weeks. And it's a lot more taxing on your body than you think it is. And then you come back 100% recovered because you haven't trained in a couple of weeks. You train really hard. And then the next couple of days or a week, you just feel destroyed and really tight and stiff. And you have a lot of, real severe micro trauma. Maybe you don't have macro trauma, but you have a lot of soreness, a lot of inflammation because you came back into it too hard. Bleach is great. Oh my God. Look at that avatar. Papa Swole, I've been training in the gym for 2 years and I am a college student. I had lots of noticeable changes in the beginning, but I've hit a huge plateau. Do you have any advice to see gains again? I mean, I would love to know what you're doing. I don't know what your plateau is. I don't know how you're measuring that. Do I have any advice? I do have advice, but I mean, that's a general statement. It depends on what kind of time frame you're looking at. Everything can be seen as a plateau. You know, sometimes people are losing a little bit, or they go a little bit the opposite direction for like a week or two, but that's just kind of like a slingshot before they have this new renaissance with their training and this new amazing, bout of progress. So sometimes if you're looking at something really small at from a few days or for a week, you might think you're plateauing, but over the long term, you're actually just making incremental progress. So it depends on your perspective. So you've been training in the gym for 2 years. I've been training for over 20. So, I mean, everyone has noticeable changes in the beginning. You're not always going to see tons and tons of progress. Are you really? I mean, I have advice for you, but what are you doing for your nutrition? What's changed? If you're hitting a plateau, it's because you haven't been progressively overloading yourself, and maybe you've been slacking a little bit. So we need more context. Daniel, what do you think is a good start for me now coming back to the gym? Full body or just start my regular split? If you've been out of it for a little bit, you said you were sick, I would start off with full body a couple times and see how you feel. It's never a bad thing just to kind of ease back into it and then see how you go. You can always go harder. But then you go too hard and then you're, on the bench. You can knock yourself out too much. So build up slowly. Let's see, Beth, I'm in the experimenting stage with the elimination diet. If you find that you have a poor reaction to a nightshade, should you assume that all nightshades will bother you? That's a good question. I wouldn't necessarily assume anything, but I mean, what did you try? Was it a tomato or eggplant or red pepper or white potato? It's possible. I mean, if it's because of the nightshade, it depends. It could just be something. It could be some other aspect of what you're consuming or the preparation method. So, I mean, I would definitely mark that because it could be a red flag for nightshades, or it could be that specific food. I don't want to answer that for you because only you're going to know that. What'd you find? Julian, it's the Julian to Yoriki. Papa Swolio, I have to switch from OMAD, 1 meal a day, to eating more regularly due to a change in workout times and routines. What do you usually eat for that midday snack meal? I eat low carb to carnivore. What do I usually eat for that midday snack or meal? I mean, that is if I eat midday snack, I just eat my food. I'll eat my steak, I'll eat eggs, I'll eat bacon, I'll eat fruit, I'll eat raw honey. I mean, it really depends on what foods work best for you and then eat those foods. When you talk about snacks, when everyone asks about snacks, it's like eat your meal. Eat a meal or don't eat. A snack, a snack is just a small amount of the food that you would normally eat. So what would you normally eat? That's why we do an elimination diet. So what would you normally eat and then eat a little bit of that? It's like you have the foods that you consume some of those foods. I mean, you can eat steak first thing in the morning. Some people like to have a big meal. I've tried different things. I tried maybe big meals in the morning. I had a bunch of jerky today. We're drinking coffee and I was watering the plants and we're doing some stuff and plunging, getting my morning started. Different things like that. But I will eat some food and that jerky is actually pretty dense. So I did eat some food and sometimes I won't have as much, or sometimes we don't have any. We haven't made some, so I won't have any. Just kind of fluctuates. Beth, white potatoes, unsure of the reaction. Sauteed onions were fine as far as I could tell. Trying green bell pepper today. Yeah, I don't think green are nightshades. I think it's the red ones. I don't know if they're all interesting. We'll keep an eye on it. All right. Cool. Good stuff, Ham. Good questions. We're going to move into some balls deep content. Very nice. Excellent. Good questions.
That's deep.
We take questions every day. So if you didn't get your question answered or you think of something after the fact, make sure you join in for tomorrow's Mancast. That way you can ask again. And of course, every single Sunday is our Red, White, and Swole Sunday Funday Q&A, where it's just Q&A. So you can definitely ask questions there as well if you don't get them answered during the week, or if you're part of the Swole fam, drop in the Telegram chat, the Facebook group, and we'll jump in there. But yeah, when it comes to snacks, it's really about your food, right? I mean, snack is just what, a small amount of the food that you normally eat. So I might have a little bit of jerky or a little bit of steak or a little bit of liver, or I have a little bit of honey, or I grab some fruit. So it really depends. Like when you're working out, what works best for you. Some people like to work out on an empty stomach. Some people like a big meal an hour or two before. Some people, it depends. If you work out first thing in the morning at 4 o'clock, where you're going to wake up at 3 and eat a huge meal? No, you might wake up, have a banana or have some coffee, or you have to figure out what works best for you. Everyone, like, and there's no harm in asking questions about it. Like, hey, do you have any suggestions of what I can do for X, Y, and Z? But a lot of times my answer will be, you experiment. Sometimes something will work for a little while. Like sometimes one meal a day will work for a little while. Then after a while, you're like, okay, I don't feel as full. I don't have as much energy. I think I'm not eating enough, or I want to try doing that one meal a day earlier in the day. So try it. Like you try it. I like it a lot. Then keep doing that. I don't like it anymore. Okay, so pivot. You have to find what works best for you. And what works best for you now might not work the same way in 5 years. You might change your routine. You might want to shift things around. And it's kind of like maybe shifting or moving your bedroom around. Sometimes there's no reason aside from, I want to move my bed over here. Or I'm going to move the couch over here. Or I'm going to move this over here. Just because you want to see something visually stimulating. You move things around. It's a little bit different in your house or your room. And it kind of makes things a little bit more novel for a little bit. So sometimes that's all you need, just to mix things up and stimulate yourself a little bit, because a lot of it is just repetitive. And that's why people don't get results oftentimes, is because they don't understand how ruthlessly repetitive it is. That's why it's called reps. You're literally doing reps, rep, rep, rep. How many reps? How many repetitions? You're doing a lot of the same shit all the time in slightly different variations. So it's not rocket science. You have to really enjoy going deeper and going harder and pushing yourself and going through the pain for exercise and things that you've been doing for so long. It's not about what you're doing all the time. It's really the results that you get and building that discipline and making it, just treating your body like a machine. It really is. That's why a lot of people don't get results, because they're always looking for novelty, and they're not, they lose track of the things that really work the best. And they start to get fancy just because they start to get into just new things rather than what works the best. All right. We'll come back to some good questions. Good questions. Fam, we got something.
What's in the box?
All right, check out this story. Here we go. Toxic diet talk during Girl Scout cookie season may increase kids' risk for eating disorders. Oh, no.
Matt Damon.
Oh, no.
First, take a big step back and literally fuck your own face.
Toxic diet talk during Girl Scout cookie season might be increasing kids' risk for eating disorders. I'm sure that's really the cause. It couldn't be the cookies themselves. Here's the article. Kids young as 5 learn entrepreneurship through Girl Scout cookie sales. Is that really what they learn? Do they learn entrepreneurship, or are they learning like essentially multi-level marketing, I think? Just sales. But they may also be learning to worry about fat, calories, and weight. Here's what parents can do to protect their children. Stop feeding them so many fucking cookies. Girl Scout cookie season is in full swing, and that means kids across the country are learning all about entrepreneurship and about how much grown-ups think about counting calories, cutting carbs, and dieting. These messages are having a major impact on our kids. Quote, "Thin mints are my weakness. I can't have them in the house." Yep. My weakness. You mean your addiction? It sounds like an alcoholic. Sounds like someone who doesn't want to smoke cigarettes or meth. Quote, "These are so tempting, but I'm cutting carbs." Quote, "I have to decide between buying Samoas and fitting into my jeans." These are all facts. I mean, this is what people do. They debate. They try to justify eating shit fucking food. They're garbage. They're crap. They're garbage. You can say whatever you want. Oh, you're helping kids. You're buying shit. You're buying trash. If you're an alcoholic, you wouldn't keep alcohol in the house too, but we can't have that conversation. We can't equate those two things. Oh my God. It's the same thing. Same type of addiction. Same type of bad habit. Over the course of just one cookie sales shift, young girls can hear dozens of food and body judgments from customers and passersby. With approximately 200 million boxes of cookies sold each year, Jesus Christ, that adds up to a lot of kids absorbing a lot of diet talk. Yeah, well, maybe they shouldn't be selling fucking cookies. Maybe they should be doing something that's actually improving people's lives. Yeah, I wonder why they sell addictive cookies. Ah, they'll make more money. Gotcha. You're teaching them about the pitfalls of big food. Great. Modeling healthy eating habits is important, and that's why we want to make sure we're not inadvertently creating anxiety and stress around food by engaging in negative self-talk. More parents are open to having these conversations, At least if my own viral tweet on the topic is any indication, but all of us sometimes need a reminder to think before we speak. This is on Twitter from Una Mila Hansson, M-A-M-A. That's interesting. You got an M-A, comma M-A. M-A-M-A. So you have a master, what is that, master in arts? You have two of them? I've never seen M-A-M-A or M-S-M-S or Ph.D. Una Mila Hansson. Hello, Una. She tweeted or twatted, public service announcement for those buying Girl Scout cookies. Please do not make comments about weight gain or joke that you can't have Thin Mints in the house or talk about your low-carb diet or yell at the girls for poisoning people. These are actual things said to elementary school girls. They're not wrong. They're not wrong. They're not wrong. Please do not make comments. Fuck you. I will say what I want. How about please do not tell people what they can and can't say? If you're trying to push processed shit cookies on people, let people talk and say what they're going to say, because it's true. It's true. If anyone even said that, these wokesters just will complain and make stories up all the time. This happens all the time. They just make shit up. These are what people are saying. Yeah, right. Okay, fine. Sure. They are poisoning people. Now, these are not lies. These are not lies. I don't think the parents are saying that to the kids, but they say it out loud, kind of to themselves, probably. Who knows? Or they say something similar like it, and then they're just trying to leverage that for an article or for a tweet. Well, it's crap food. It is crap. Let's see. We have two more parts here. Let's see. Back at home, after the cases of tag-alongs are no longer stacked in the garage, Brooks recommends reminding kids that bodies come in all sizes, shapes, and abilities. And sharing, quote, that you don't believe dieting or restricting food to lose weight is helpful or healthy. Rather than judge the dieters, parents can model empathy by acknowledging the cultural pressures that contribute to the diet mindset. Even with younger kids, Brooks, whoever the fuck that was, I guess part of the article, suggests caregivers can offer a compassionate reflection. Quote, it's unfortunate some people think they need to feel bad for eating yummy foods, end quote. Parents can further protect their daughters from diet pressures by practicing intuitive eating and encouraging positive body image. Great. Yeah, teach your daughters intuitive eating. Just let them eat whatever the fuck they want. Teach them to get addicted young. Protect their daughters. Stop protecting your kids, too. Faith-based. Most cookie customers enthusiastically support their local troops and delight in the annual sale. I'm sure they do. I'm sure most cookie customers delight in the annual sale. Crack addicts really love crack. You don't say. And a single offhand comment is unlikely to catalyze an eating disorder, but the cookie sale experience creates an opportunity for all of us to pay special attention to the diet messages our children receive from the culture. Girl Scout cookie sales are designed to help develop financial literacy, leadership skills, and business experience. With the support of caring adult scouts can also build self-confidence in their eating and body image. I can't think of anything sweeter.
Make me happy.
Emotional damage.
Yeah, business experience. Here, honey, here's how we flip government subsidized corn and make massive profits. Oh, gee, this is fun. Look, you're selling cookies. I get it. You're making a product that people get hooked on. Yeah. And they make them the same way that they always have. So like when you grow up, it's this nostalgia. I remember when I was in the Girl Scouts and I did this and you start buying it. And I think it's good to a point. I think it's good to create this camaraderie with Boy Scouts and Girl Scouts. And you know, I get it. But obviously you can make a better choice of what to push. You're literally selling shit that kills people. It's just a fact. This stuff is garbage. It's shit. It's shit. And you know, for Halloween, we gave out like grass-fed beef jerky sticks and little packets of organic mango. The kids are going to eat it. It's fucking fruit. And if they don't like it, then they don't like it. But I'm not giving them candy and garbage. It's Halloween. I don't care. I'm not going to give them garbage. Nonsense. Okay, let's see. Here's a post here. This is from Type 2 Diabetes Nutritionist. If you really want to know how to handle your diabetes, don't go on Instagram. Don't go on Instagram. Don't go on Instagram. You're going to learn how to get diabetes and how to promote your diabetes. This little post says, when you have diabetes, how to cut carbs. In half, in segments, in slices, in quarters, in a diagonal, and in wedges. Oh, you can absolutely go fuck yourself.
Go fuck yourself.
So in other words, when you have diabetes, here's how you can cut carbs. In other words, this nutritionist for type 2 diabetes is telling you not to cut fucking carbs at all. In half means cutting your bagel in half. Okay? In slices, this person is saying that you should be eating pizza in slices when you have type 2 diabetes. Or bread and peanut butter and jelly sandwich, which is probably one of the worst things you could possibly eat. The gluten, the fucking flour, you're eating just processed sugar, vegetable oils and hydrogenated oils in the peanut butter. It's crap. Legumes, omega-6. Talk about a fucking sugar diabetes bomb, peanut butter and jelly. And the fruit. Here's the thing. The fruit, you have oranges, apple, and wedges, a little picture of watermelon. Nothing wrong with fruit, but if you're a type 2 diabetic and you have insulin resistance, fruit is often not a good idea. Like, you should be really repairing your body before you start implementing, especially high glycemic fruit like watermelon, for example. I would think this is a joke, but it's not. It's not a joke. This is some sick shit. Yeah, watermelon looks great. Oh, there's a caption to it. We'll watch this. We'll read this caption, then we'll get into a couple of videos. What is your favorite way to cut carbs? My personal favorite would be in slices. I'm sure it is, you fat fuck. In all seriousness, carbohydrates do not need to be eliminated to balance your blood sugars. Yes, read that again. I will read that again and slap myself across the tits. They do need to be eliminated in large part to balance your blood sugars, you idiot. I know this is a common recommendation. However, cutting carbs can lead to cravings, binges, insulin resistance. You already have insulin resistance. That's what type 2 diabetes is. Are we on the same page? Your screen name is type 2 diabetes nutritionist. You should know this. And overall anxiety around food and social events. Have you ever tried to cut out carbohydrates? How did it go for you? If you're looking for a step-by-step, blah, 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 give me money. Okay, whatever, fuck you. Fucking hell. I can't. There's some people in this world are just fucking evil. Actually, we have one more post. This is just a short post from Daring Fat. Everything bad they say is caused by being fat. Everything bad they say is caused by being fat can be attributed to experiencing weight stigma. Fat isn't the problem. Oh, yeah.
That's a huge bitch.
Right. So everything they say, so diabetes, heart disease, cancer, all the things that are caused by insulin resistance and, PCOS, all these insulin resistance diseases and syndromes. It's all the stigma. It's not the fat. It's not the lifestyle habits. It's all the mean people around you. Fuck all the way off. Not buying it. I'm going to keep on hammering this until the fucking day I croak. Fuck all you idiots. All right. Make sure you check it out, papaswolio.com. We got some new flags. You know that. Use code DailySwole for 10% off. Get a Swole fan flag, 7 pillars. Swole since birth. Get the new Captain Swolio flag. Everything over there at papaswolio.com. Best apparel in the game. Go and get you some. Use code DailySwole for 10% off. Check out all our gear. Not to mention the brand new flags. It's fucking awesome. papaswolio.com. And reminder, this Thursday, March 10th at 6 p.m. Eastern Time, we have our brand new Swole Fam Roundtable for members only. I will see you there, Bisha, day after tomorrow. Round table. And of course, don't be a Bish, don't be a Boosh, or you'll end up like Tainty Magooch. We've got a Swole card to give away in just a few minutes. Fam, let's take a video or two. Drop in the comments, number 1, number 2, or number 3.
I arrived in America's airport
Number 1,
with
2, or 3.
clothing,
Let's do a
US
video.
dollars, and a jar of gypsy tears to protect me from AIDS.
Let's do a video. Let's do a video. Let's do a video. Let's do a video now. Let's do a video now. Drop it a number 1, a 2, or 3. Everyone's starting to vote below me. Let's see what we got here. We got we got some good numbers. Let's do Aaron today. Aaron Ruland. What's up? Aaron, very nice. Number 2, leading team 2.
I'd be the luckiest guy alive if that did it for me.
All right, you know the rules. We get to blame whomever chooses the video. So Aaron is on the hook for video number 2. This is called Nutrition Myths. And I don't know. We'll see how this works. Oh my, holy shit. All right. Oof. Oh, we got a fucking landmine coming up today. Holy Christ. All right, here we go. Drum roll. Let's get a drum roll. Drum roll, please. Falcon. Yep. I know.
Nutrition myths, I'm tired of hearing part. I don't even know at this point because it's been a while since I've done these, but...
Oh my God. Tell me you've had way too much coffee, but without telling me you have way too much coffee. Is it this chick again? Is that the chick that thinks that like there's fat around her lungs that are protecting her organs and stuff? Like you're it's like a defense, or isn't this the chick that had like the ovaries? My ovaries are here. That's why I have a fat gut, because I have organs or something, right? Is this her? Sounds like her. Sounds like her.
Nutrition myths, I'm tired of hearing part. I don't even know at this point because it's been a while since I've done these, but...
Nails on a chalkboard.
Fresh produce is better for you than canned or frozen. Run! It's actually the opposite. Aw, look at my little arm vag. Anyway, foods that are going to be either frozen or canned are actually picked at their peak ripeness, meaning they have the most nutrients. And because they're processed so soon to when they're harvested, it's able to preserve those nutrients, meaning...
Okay, I like frozen fruit too. I would not eat canned fruit. Canned fruit is a no. Usually there's tons of added sugar and BPA lining in the can. So frozen fruit is one thing. Canned fruit, not so much.
They're better for you. Produce that is going to be sent to the grocery store to be put on shelves is picked before it's ripe, so it doesn't go bad as soon as it hits the shelf at the grocery store through transport. But at the same time, those nutrients didn't have as much time to develop. Therefore, it has less nutrients than it could have if it was picked fresh and then eaten then.
Okay.
Doesn't matter if your veggies are frozen, canned, fresh, whatever. Just eat them to get all those yummy nutrients.
Okay, so she went on to make a point, which I agree with. Like, it's better to get, in many cases, she's talking about seasonal fruit. Like, yes, that's true. Seasonal, locally and seasonal fruit is better. Absolutely. Because if it's out of season, it's going to be shipped from around the world. So that's true. So you want to build, like, farm fresh is great, but you want it to be farm fresh, local to you. That way it's picked when it's ripe and shipped there. So I eat frozen fruit. We love frozen fruit. That's fine. But then she went by at the end. She's like, it doesn't matter. Just eat it. It's like, well, there's going to be some nuance there. Okay. There's going to be some nuance there. I wouldn't eat canned fruit. Yeah. Yeah. So there's nothing wrong with frozen fruit. I agree. Usually you're going to get more. That wasn't that bad. I mean, she's annoying as shit. I thought it was going to be really bad. I don't know what was going on with her eyebrows though. There's like two of them. I don't understand. There's like yeah. I couldn't get past the makeup, and I did hear some facts in there. So that was really, let's get a little applause. Not bad, right? That wasn't bad. We all expected a lot worse. That wasn't that bad. Thank God we survived. It wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be really bad, because like she opened her mouth, so I thought it was going to be horrific. It could have been bad. Thanks, Aaron. Appreciate it. Thank you for that one. All right. Number one or number two? There's one in here that is going to be fucking brutal. Number one or number two? We're going to do both of them. And one of these, I'm never going to be sorry for what we do here on the show. But man, if I was ever going to be sorry, I'm going to be sorry for one of these videos. We might have to do that next. We might have to do it last. I might not even wait for the voting. Holy shit. We have to end on that. No, there's one video here that if we watch it now, we're not going to do the next one. So let's just do number one. I'm going to take Elijah for this one. Elijah leading team one. We got John and Daniel and Brian. Everyone's on team one. That was kind of like I kind of overrode that one. Number two, we have to do that next. Number one, then we have to do number two next. Because if we do number two now, we're not going to get to number one. You'll see why. I don't even know what's going to say. I just saw the initial frame and my brain just kind of fucking exploded. This video is called Body Not Made to Lose Weight. Body not made to lose weight. So yeah, I don't.
What the fuck is that?
Body not made to lose weight. I wonder what this is going to say. I'm sure it's going to be like, your body's not meant to lose weight. Maybe. Can just choke me to death. Body not made to lose weight.
This might be a tough pill for you to swallow, but...
All right, we got a septum piercing here.
shakalaka!
Nice. Nice.
What is the best move to silence a woman?
Nice. Nice. Got the septum piercing. We're off to a great start.
This might be a tough pill for you to swallow, but I would...
She's answering a question on TikTok. It says, please work out. You're a shame for us girls. Oh, geez. Please work out. You're a shame for us girls. Interesting. All right, let's play this through.
This might be a tough pill for you to swallow, but I would most likely still be fat regardless of if I started working out or not. I would...
Dodson! Dodson! We've got Dodson here!
Oh my God. That's not a good start. That's not a good start, Medusa. Not a good start. Let's play that again.
But I would most likely still be fat regardless of if I started working out or not. I was very physically fit growing up. I was a dancer, trained in ballet, tap, hip hop, modern, jazz, lyrical, and I took like a billion classes. I was always dancing, always active, always doing stuff. Mm-hmm. But my smallest weight since the age of 15 is probably 180.
Mm-hmm. I wonder what you were eating. I wonder about everything else. I wonder about everything else in your life. You think it's just about your physical expenditure? You're probably overtrained, exhausted, and under malnutrition. Who knows?
The only way I would ever become skinny would be if I was extremely, extremely sick. Essentially dying, basically, because my body's just not built that way. Also, being skinny doesn't make you superior, doesn't make you pretty, doesn't make you anything better. It just makes you skinny.
So you never really did it properly, so no one else possibly can. So bodies just aren't made to lose. Somebody's, because I can't do it, because I haven't done it, no one else can do it. Because I can't do it, the humans are not meant to lose weight. The body's not meant to lose weight. So, okay, all right.
How shall we fuck off, oh Lord?
Yeah. You're not 180 at 15. You're not massively overweight just by accident. You're not obese by accident. It doesn't happen. You're not sucking in air. You're not gaining weight from air. It's not happening. Okay. All right. Fam, are we ready for the last one? Look at
her. She looks like she's 19 years old, sitting there like a little lady with her legs crossed.
Ready for this last one? This is called privilege to work. Fam, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do anymore. I need your help, fam. I need your help to get through this one. Can you drop some biceps and gorillas in the comments for me? Can we get some soundboard going?
I am the danger.
I need some emotional support. I want to give everyone a heads up. If you're just listening to this podcast, I have a feeling you're going to want to listen. I have a feeling you're not going to want to play the video for this one. We're going to do it. We're going to play it. We're going to see what we can do. We're going to see how we can make it through. Can we do it, fam? Can we do it? I've seen this person on TikTok once or twice. My fucking eyes.
You lose.
All right.
What's in the box?
All right, here we go.
I'm not going to assume your gender.
Fucking shit.
Emotional damage.
All right, I'm going to let this sit. What the fuck is going on here? What the fuck is that? What is that? Pennywise is on disability or something? This is Pennywise on unemployment. What the fuck is going on? Jesus, tap dancing Christ, Jen. What in the fuck is going on here? All right, let's do this. I cannot explain what you're looking at. If you're listening, you have to watch it.
I'm not going to assume your gender. It's ugly. I can imagine the ugly things that go through your mind and the thoughts. I wouldn't want to live in your head for 1 minute.
Thank God. Thank fucking God, do not live in my head. Get the fuck out of my head. I am not sleeping for a week after this episode. I will not sleep for a fucking week. Get out of my head. Get out of my head. Oh my God, this is like if Jabba the Hutt was on Project Runway. What the fuck am I looking at here?
Very ugly.
Uh-huh.
Do you go to work like that? Chad, how insensitive of you to think that I work. I mean, really.
Of course, why would you work? Why would you work? Oh, Jesus Christ.
I'm a disabled American, and you think I can get up and go to work? I don't have that privilege.
I'm gonna throw up. I'm gonna hurl. You don't have the privilege to go to work. We know you're disabled. You went full fucking gump at some point. We know you're disabled. That's not even a fucking question. I can't explain what you're looking at here. I can explain what you're looking at. If you're listening, do you have an ear infection yet? Anyone listening to this? You're going to have I can't. Nah. I don't want to push the play.
I want all of you to know, all of you that get up in the morning to an alarm clock, and you guys have the privilege to actually get up and take a shower and get in your car and go to work. Do you have any idea what a privilege that is?
Yes. Yes, gratitude's very powerful. Privilege, yeah, it's called providing value to society.
Any idea, really?
Yeah.
And then you're going to sit here and say, I bet you don't even have a job.
You don't.
Well, of course I don't. I'm disabled.
You know,
and really, and how insensitive of you to point that out. And you come here. This
Jesus
is rich.
Christ. Don't get, all right, fucking shit. Okay, hold on. I got to shake this one out. Oh, fuck my life. Oh, don't get closer to the camera. This should fucking scare the shit out. No, it scared the shit. No. No. Oh. Alrighty then.
Actually come to a disabled woman's live feed.
That ain't a woman, Jenny.
And you mention employment and work.
That's good.
Excuse me, I don't have the privilege of waking up to an alarm clock at 4 a.m. and driving to Los Angeles and working a shift and then coming.
Of course, yeah, you got to be in California. Oh, come on now, America.
Fuck yeah! I don't have that luxury of earning my own money.
Oh, you're in mine, though.
Sick.
Oh, that side profile. Get the fuck off my screen. Okie dokie. All right, we're done.
There's tiny tuck, typical tuck, total tuck, and the tyrannical tuck.
That has to be fake. That has to be fake. That has to be fake. That has to be a troll. That has to just be a joke. Come on. Come on. Look, I'm fine with it being a joke. I'm fine with it being a joke. It's still horrifying, but man, if that's real, come on. I don't know. You have to know how much of a fucking clown. I'm not trying to make a joke about the clown thing. If you're just listening, there was clown makeup involved. I'm getting itchy on my face. I'm getting itchy. Oh my God, I've never seen someone's hairline literally be absolutely repelled by their eyebrows before. It has to be a joke. I'm gonna vomit.
You fucking people.
Look, I am very well aware. We talk about it all the time. I'm very aware that some of these posts that we read, it's like, shit, who the fuck made that? That's got to be a troll. That's just, most of the stuff is to get attention anyway, to get a rise, is to say the most outlandish thing, because people that are in this fat acceptance, body positive, extreme liberal, this bullshit, this like mental, this kind of like cultural virus that's going around, you're going to say the things that are going to aggravate your base and aggravate your audience. So you're going to use terminology and things that are really going to get the biggest rise, the most pushback, and the most love, right? You're going to bias your stuff towards the most ridiculous, outlandish thing. This is what algorithms are kind of triggered. They get triggered by people that are generating the most engagement, which is usually done by outrage. So, I mean, some of the stuff I know is obviously just kind of trolling or satirical, and okay, like that's some fucking satire. But again, I don't know, and the fact is that could totally be legit. We go over such amazingly ridiculous shit. That could totally be legit. And if that's legit, if that is legit, I mean, what do you think? What do you think? I don't know. It's really weird. It's gross. If that's a troll, holy shit. That's still a lot of effort. I mean, that's the kind of thing that, you know, if you're playing a character like that, that can just lead you down a dark path. That's going to be... Oh. All right. I need to not think about this for a while. All right, fam. We got to...
Matt Damon.
For fuck's sake. We got a Swole card to give away. Fam. Hashtag Tainty Magooch. Jesus Christ. I really hope that's not real. I really hope that's not real. Let's pick someone. Who's going to win this card? Tainty Magooch. Jesus. I know everyone just got the shit scared out of him. How is that possible? I don't know who you're referring to, but Jay Hovey. Congratulations. Jay Hovey is today's winner.
Congratulations.
Jay Hovey to the main stage. Excellent. Congratulations, Jay, on winning today's Swole card. Send us an email to support@swolenormous.com, Swole card 2132 in the subject, and your mailing address in the body of the email. That was fantastic. A couple other announcements, fam. We got some other good posts. Make sure you follow me on TikTok, the Papa Swole on TikTok, the Daily Swole on TikTok. Follow and check out all the new videos. Make sure you're sharing and commenting and engaging. Definitely share the stream, share the podcast, share the links, swolenormousx.com. All those links in the show notes down below. But check out all the pages, posting tons of content on all the platforms. So whichever platform you use, make sure you follow and find Papa Swole, myself, the Swolenormous pages, the Swole fam. Check out our content. All those links over there at swolenormousx.com and all our links pages. Go and check all that stuff out. And make sure you're leaving us a review, sharing the podcast, sharing the live stream makes a huge difference. And thank you everyone so much for being here. Jay, congratulations. Send us that email. Absolutely fan-fucking-tastic. Let's nut this beach. Let's close it out. And make sure that you are checking out yesterday's accountability meeting live inside Swole TV. Another amazing episode, Beaches. We got another one Wednesday tomorrow. 21 tomorrow. It's going to be a great man cast. Oh my God, what a tough way to end it. My brain is bleeding. Scary shit.
I better use my strong hand.
Oh my God.
Not there, guys. It is making me absolutely crazy. Ever served in a forward area?
Stop!
Come on, man.
Oh, that was a great show. It was a great show, fam.
What are you looking at, butthead?
A jelly donut?
Now I know you'd love to just sit there and keep being not slim, but we gotta work a little today, okay?
Runway Jabba the Hutt. Fuck that shit. Nice.
What do you mean? You make me happy.
As you can see, my nipples have been removed from my body. Where they are, I don't know.
Nobody knows. Nobody knows. But you know. Fuck yeah! Let's go!
What happened to your queer party, friends?
Let's go.
Attacks on me, quite frankly, are attacks on science.
You switch the samples.
And by the way, you know, I sit on the stand and it get hot. I got hairy legs that turn blonde in the sun. And the kids used to come up and reach in the pool and rub my leg down so it was straight, and then watch the hair come back up again.
No hands. How's he playing the piano? How's he doing this? Come on, tell me a story. How's he fucking doing this? How's he doing it? Obviously, it's with my dick. Obviously, the piano cock is large and in charge, and I'm really glad that you experienced it. Fam, thank you for being here. Make sure you join the fam today, swolenormousx.com, for all the exclusive live streams and all the uncensored content inside Swole TV. Join us for every accountability meeting every single Monday at 12 noon Eastern time. But of course, Thursday, this Thursday, day after tomorrow, at 6 p.m. Eastern time, we have our Swole Fam Roundtable live call with myself and other members of the Swole Fam. Don't miss out on that, 6 p.m. Eastern time, Thursday, March 10th. Be there, or be a jabroni or a jabbernet. You don't want to do that, do you? So be there, swolenormousx.com. Join the fam today. Share the broadcast. Leave us a review. And we'll see you tomorrow for 2133. Peace, McGeese. Deuce, Magoose. Your boy, Papa Swolio. Oh.
Crazy flow, need a straight jacket. Cash flow, I'm a bank addict. 6 subs, had the bass smacking. 808s, had the place clapping. 3 girls is enough for me, so I pull out like the stock's crashing. Like an IPO, trying to purchase me. This a private sector, so you can't have it. Faking all that boom bapping. Who you think you is, boy? 90s want they sound back, so I give rap all these fake rappers as I take matters in my own hands. I don't need rapping, I don't need Zans. I don't need help, I'm a grown man. Now they king left and they so mad, it's like...
Yeah, I found that. Young king with my crown at. 10 racks in the fanny pack. Couple hundred in the Louis bag.
That's a bed that you made. That's a bed that you made. That's a bed that you laid. That's a bed that you laid. What kind of game is you playing? We go hard in the paint. We go hard in the paint. What the fuck is you saying? What the fuck is you saying? I only go where they pay. What kind of game is you playing? Whoa, my shit is relevant. Our topic, my melanin is popping. I'm taking skeletons on closets and making new deposits. I'm in my